Good morning from Ohrid, Macedonia. Yesterday I arrived after 3 hours driving from Tirana, and I arrived basically at the evening because I was spending a lot of time in Tirana actually. But yeah, it was worth it for sure. The road yesterday was a lot of turns basically, so you really needed a lot of attention. Yeah, so yesterday I just went in the evening. I just went into the center and everything, look around and the boulevard and everything. It was really nice atmosphere. But yeah, this is the room that I have. It's very decent. It's just a nice bed, fridge, television, everything covered. But of course the view is the most important. Really calm and peaceful. It is a shared apartment, so we also have a kitchen. So now I'm quickly gonna go up to the castle before I leave, because I have to leave early, at least at 9:30. Yeah, so I just have to post my postcard and quickly try some drone shots. Then I have to get going, because it's almost 3 hours driving. I have to be there at 1 to drop off the car. So it's always better to be on time, because I don't know the roads. So let's have a look around and catch up later. So, what do you do when you have to wake up very early to catch a flight at Skopje airport, but you still want to visit the castle? You just fly over it. This is Fort Samuel, and the first foundation originates from the 3rd century BC, and was most probably constructed under Philip II of Macedon. It is one of the largest fortifications of northern Macedonia, and it's divided between the citadel, which we can see over here, and the outer walls that surround the old village. It was used by the Romans and also the Byzantines until a massive earthquake in 518 almost completely destroyed the city of Ohrid. The fortress was completely rebuilt under the Tsar Samuel from Bulgaria, hence its name. This is the version we still see today. Under Ottoman rule it was largely neglected, until recently in 2003 when they finally started the reconstruction, and now it has become a popular tourist destination.
All the European heritage right here. So I'll be able to present to you all the European heritage and explain who, why build a city of churches. Of course, I need only 2 minutes for the city of churches, but
Yeah.
I can tell you much more about your European heritage.
This is the Church of Saint Clements and Panteleimon. It's a Byzantine church built in the 9th century, and it was built on the foundations of a previously built Roman basilica. It was constructed with the intention of becoming a literary school, and for this reason it's believed to be the first and oldest discontinued university of Europe. It was here that the first version of the Slavic language was taught. You will be surprised to know that the building that I'm walking through right now isn't the original building. But unfortunately the original building was destroyed by the Ottomans and replaced by a mosque. That same mosque was recently demolished to make way for this newly reconstructed church, which was finished in 2003 and opened to the public. The original relics have also returned. The most prominent of these is the tomb of Saint Clement himself. Ohrid has a very extensive history. It has been inhabited since the 4th century BC by the Illyrians. Its location made it very important. It was also connected through the Via Egnatia, the Roman highway. So therefore you can find various artifacts and ruins from different people, like the Romans, the Byzantines, the Bulgarians, the Ottomans, the Serbs, the Greeks, the Albanians, and even Italian Normans captured it once. Here we have the ancient theatre of Ohrid, which was built in 200 BC. And this one actually is from Greek origin and not Roman. The city of Ohrid is on the UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1980 because of its ancient roots. In fact, it's so old that it even appears in Greek mythology. Ohrid shares its name with the adjacent lake, and it's one of the oldest and deepest lakes in the world. It has a very unique ecosystem with around 200 unique endemic species. Because of its age, it's a very popular research location for studying its ecological history and unique flora and fauna. The lake offers various activities, so whatever your interest may be, you can probably find it in Ohrid. Quickly going downstairs into the village to post my postcard. It's not really anything else nearby, so I just have to quickly run back down and back up again. But okay, it's not super hot yet. So, and then after that I'm in the car, so, but yeah, running around a little bit. All to send a postcard, you know, you have to be serious about it or not. When you will walk these peaceful streets of Ohrid, you will notice one thing. They have a lot of jewellery shops, especially for pearls. That's because they sell the famous pearls of Ohrid. They are unique pearls because they aren't real pearls, but pearls made from fish scales. It's a unique method which is all handmade, which is only known by two families in Ohrid. The story goes that in 1921 a Russian trader traveled to Ohrid and sold the method to the families. And since that day they have kept the secret and handmade every single one of them. In fact, they are so famous that many people have come to buy them, like ministers, ambassadors, and royalty, like Queen Elizabeth II of England. So, it's time for a recap of my journey until now. I started in Cluj-Napoca, Romania. From there I took a car to Salina Turda to the salt mines. Then I went to the medieval village of Sighisoarsa, where I ended up at a food festival. Then I went back to take the night train to Bucharest, where I shared my compartment with a lovely Romanian family and played some games with their daughter Mara. After exploring the lively city of Bucharest, I took a 9-hour train ride through the lovely landscapes to get to Sofia, where I ended up in a ghetto Airbnb, but at least with a beautiful panoramic view of the city. From Sofia, I tried to get to Thessaloniki, but I failed and ended up in Vladovgrad. But after some difficulties, I made it to Thessaloniki, where I had an Airbnb with probably one of the best views of my entire trip. From Thessaloniki, I tried to get to North Macedonia, where I also got stuck in Kilkis. But when I finally managed to cross the border, I ended up in Skopje, where I explored the abandoned castle. From there, I rented a car to go to Pristina, Kosovo, where I saw beautiful panoramic views and visited a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From Kosovo, I went to Tirana and Durrës in Albania, where I crashed a folk festival and took a dive in the Adriatic Sea. After making a lot of new friends in Albania, I drove on to Ohrid in Northern Macedonia, where I am right now. And from there, I'm driving right now back to the airport of Skopje. That was the recap for now. Let me know what you think of the journey and have a look at one of my previous videos if you missed one. But now it's time for the next adventure, Serbia. Or maybe not.
Welcome back to the next postcard reading and the magnet from, what was it?
Ohrid, Macedonia.
Ohrid, Macedonia.
Indeed. So this time we have a pretty huge card. Interesting thing about this card is that it's from a local photographer. So I like authenticity, so that made it interesting. And it was from a local shop, so that's why I took it. So it was quite easy to write something on this. I had a lot of room. So let's hear it from the man himself.
Okay, very nice card. Beautiful. Okay. G'day, Dad. as you can see, this is a huge card. The picture is from a local photographer, and I also bought a magnet that was handmade by his mother. This village is very picturesque and calm, definitely worth a visit once from us. It is also very old. It has a Roman theme, theatre, a fort, churches, mosques, and an old wall with a gate. The water is beautiful, clear and clean. The center is busy with tourists. There are many jewelers here. I am writing this at 8 o'clock in the morning because I quickly need to drive back to Skopje and get my flight. See ya, Jason.
Yeah, indeed. So I indeed had to do this very quickly. And I needed to wake up early to post this card down into the center again in the city. And yeah, I bought indeed the magnet, which is a handmade bronze magnet. And indeed it was made by the mother of the owner of the store. So they're all handmade and unique. And what's on this is a lantern, basically. That's their lantern. And that is modeled of their houses. So their houses look like this. So it's like a sort of upside down kind of pyramid thing. And the idea is because it's kind of on a hill, it's on a slope, so that's why it's modeled like this. So the older houses, you still see them like that. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. So all in all, two very unique things.
Hey, good evening. This is Professor Fiction with a few facts for you. 3 facts about Ohrid, the city of Ohrid. The city of Ohrid is also referred to as the Jerusalem of the Balkans, because the legend goes that Ohrid had 365 churches, one for each day of the year. It is therefore no surprise that Ohrid was one of the earliest places to adopt Christianity. Fact number 2. There is a temple in Ohrid for the Egyptian goddess named Isis. During the period of Alexander the Great, the Macedonians were in Egypt, and they brought the goddess back with them to Macedonia, which today is divided between Greece and northern Macedonia. There are still many temples in the country that are dedicated to Isis. Fact number 3. The ancient theatre of Ohrid was also used by the Romans for gladiator fighting, and later on even for the execution of Christians. But before all of this bloodshed, it was used for various theatre performances. The wealthy could buy seats for a lifetime, and their names were engraved into the stone seats. They can still be seen today. Right, that was it. 3 facts about Ohrid, the city Ohrid. Facts you didn't know about. Well, that's all from me, Professor Fiction. I'll see you next time. Take care and be good. Bye bye.
Well, that was that for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Bye bye. See you next time.
See ya. Ciao ciao.